When you came into what was then, it had just become FanDuel, was it a challenge aside from putting in processes or a little more structure? Was there any challenge to where you had to maybe push top line revenue or push the NOI or try to turn it around? Or was it already pretty well running and you just came and took it from like an 8 to a 10, if you will?
Oh, no, I would go from a 3 to a 10, to be honest, because there was a lot of expenses, that we could cut back on. A lot of people don't realize, your number one expense that can kill a company is your payroll. It can get out of control and you don't even know, because if these people are working, and are they really working? You know what I'm saying? So to dig into the books and look at everything is exactly what I had to do to learn what goes on there. And it was kind of to my advantage and all, but I started at the company in January 2020, and then March we had COVID, and the governor shut us down and we couldn't even race. Then when we could race in September, we had to race spectator free. So I still couldn't even bring my staff back. So I had really a whole year without any staff there, so I could dig in. It gave me more time to learn and focus on what needed to be taken care of.
What were some of the things you found, like in terms of efficiencies with using the team and maybe better usage of their time?
There's a lot with that said, do we need 2 buildings open? Back then, we did not. However, in today's world, we do have it available where you can come into the grandstand building, but it's technically not open, where I staff it with employees for the tellers, because we don't have that many people that come in. But I have to have a place, because in the clubhouse building where the sportsbook is, you have to be 21 to bet over there. So I do have it open and somebody can take care of you, but it's not staffed fully. So just cutting back on expenses where you can cut back.
And I'm sure it's a balancing act when you're cutting some expenses. You don't want to impact the guest experience, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I got lots of compliments when I came, because our, as simple as cleaning the restrooms, in the wintertime, they laid off the laborers. I now call them EVS workers, environmental services, instead of just laborers, because that's what they do. But I didn't lay them 100% off in the wintertime. I keep them on so that we have that reputation now it is clean. And a lot of people will come and tell me they see a difference. So.
And what kind of things do you do to kind of measure that guest or customer feedback? Do you send out surveys or anything along those lines?
We don't have anything. We don't have a database where we collect information. A lot of horsemen are superstitious. You may not know that if you know that, but they are. So there's no database or anything. Word of mouth, and like I said, listen. They all know. I even go out and just talk to the customers just to learn them and all that. But you learn a lot just from listening to them talk, because they'll tell you they're not shy.
Sure. Your Google reviews were your rating, I think, was like 4.5 out of 5, which is stellar. So I'm sure all the great things you guys do reflects in those reviews. But it sounds like you don't really make it a true effort to push that on anyone in terms of, hey, will you leave a review or anything like that?
Right. Absolutely. I don't make it known that, hey, we clean, the restrooms are clean now. No, it's just common, and they go in and they've noticed the changes that have been made there.